GG's The Mouthful podcast is brought to you by goodgame.tech, the most welcoming gaming community on Facebook. Join the conversation at www.goodgame.tech.
Welcome back, guys. This is Arnaldo, aka Mad Dog, and this is going to be episode 45 of GG's The Mouthful.
The old double G!
Oh, that's not loud, right? That voice you hear, of course, is Mr. David Santos, aka Dream Twister.
How's it going, everybody?
And that other voice that you're hearing is a special guest, Mr. Alex Infante.
How you doing?
Again, I don't feel special, but hey, thank you.
That's okay. It's all right.
He's our little special guest, you know.
He's very
special.
Very
yes.
humble. Very humble.
Say hi, Alex.
Hello, world. GG world.
GG world.
That's right. So, guys, this is, again, episode 45, and this is your first time listening to the episode. First off, by all means, go back and download our other episodes that we have. It's on Google Play, iTunes, and, of course, on YouTube.
I mean, it'd be old news, but they're still fun
It's
to,
okay.
to listen. Yeah,
we love to joke around in it. Maybe you just get a kick out of that.
exactly, yeah.
So this week, if you haven't known, well, you probably won't know because we're recording. You're not here with us, but it is now the evening. It was no longer Saturday morning, and
At least temporarily. We can go back to
the
beers.
time. Yes.
Salud.
All right.
Oh, I'm so happy with this.
Yes. What did you bring us today, sir?
Sir, I didn't remember what we have had before, so I decided to play it safe, go with an Abita called is it Hot Dog? What's it?
Turbo Dog.
Turbo Dog. There you go. I was thinking Turbo Tax for some reason.
Oh.
It's that time of year.
Yes, it is.
So Turbo Dog is a brown ale, and I'm gonna give it my first try right now. So let's see.
You haven't even tried it yet?
I like to do my tasting live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, actually, this is pretty good.
Good to know. I enjoy it too, and well, he doesn't drink.
I don't drink, but what kind of taste is it? Like, what is the taste of it?
Well, I'm not good with
It's
describing.
it's kind of
Describing,
a como una, like a Malta,
Like
you know what I mean? But it's a darker beer. Anybody's ever had Malta? It's a non-alcoholic malt beverage.
Oh, I hate it. I hate it with a passion.
That I drink.
You
that I do
really
drink.
like
You hate
Malta,
Malta?
India?
What?
Oh, I hate it,
A
dude.
Malta Corona was
I
the
grew
best.
up on that, man.
It's
you know?
such a nasty taste. I don't
and
know.
yet here you are drinking beer that
yeah,
tastes
this
like
is not bad. Maybe because
nasty.
I don't know. Maybe the hops. I don't know.
You like it? It's better for you.
Yes,
Good stuff. Good stuff.
I'm alright with this one. Maybe because I don't want to say a beer that I bought tastes like crap.
Oh, well, it happens. I've done that before.
It's not the best, you know, but it has a rating of 8.4 on the Beer Advocate side.
Oh,
Yes.
that's not very good, but that's okay.
It's funny that I mean I just never got into it, but when I was maybe 6, 7, 8 and living in Puerto Rico.
You went to beers at 6 years old.
Well, my grandma used to give me Schaefer. The movie.
Oh my God, Schaefer.
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 Wow.
beer
Not a
was
lot, just a
horrible.
little bit. So me and my cousin will drink, and we're like act like we're drunk, or
Yeah.
stuff like that. But yeah, so
That was you. That got you hairs in your chest.
Yes.
at
and I
7.
think because of the bitter taste, I think that's why I'm like, no,
Yeah, you were. Oh, that's what
for
she
me.
was trying to do. She was trying to scare you straight.
You know what's funny? As I thought the same thing. I thought that's why parents do this. Or it was my grandmother who did
Yeah,
it for me, and it was Budweiser, because they always had the little half cans of Budweiser,
yeah.
and that's what they always drank. And I was gonna say that's what we always drank. I was like 5, so but that's what they always drank.
Your parents are now in jail.
So they gave a little bit, and of course every kid's reaction is like,
right?
you know what I mean? That ill face that they put on, but for whatever reason, I was like, okay, I think I can handle this. You know what I mean? Obviously, I didn't have any more, but I was like, no, it's okay.
My parents gave me coffee on the.
That explains
on the
everything, sir.
So yeah, that explains a lot. Exactly.
Perfect, guys. So we're gonna go right into what have we been up to? Excuse me. And we're gonna start with Mr. Infante since he's our special guest, sir.
Okay. Well, what I've been up to? Well, I've been playing this little game that just came out recently for the PS4.
Was PS4? What's that?
Something about
It's a little
Horizon?
console. It's like a little handheld.
Yeah, it's like from a some
Unknown
developer. Yeah. So yeah, that's what it's been since Tuesday. That's been kind of consuming my night. The first night, even though I started late, but I stayed up till like 1:30 in the morning.
Jesus, wow.
And,
We won't go into impressions yet because that's the hot topic. But for the record, he's speaking of Horizon Zero Dawn.
And
Are you? Oh, I thought you were talking about.
Yeah. And actually, to be honest with you, pretty much nothing else because
really?
that's what I've been. Obviously I did watch the last episode of Walking Dead, but that was it. I mean, all I've been doing is
Sorry, The Walking Dead has. I don't know. Are you still in it? Are you
I'm still in it. Yeah,
but you're watching because you want to, because
no.
He has
Well,
an
the
obligation.
story now with Negan is really good.
Okay.
Like it's really really good. The Negan character. I mean, I don't know if you've seen.
Yeah, I'm all caught up. Yeah, I'm all caught up.
So like I want to see where's like I'm waiting for the war. That's what I'm waiting for that.
I am.
So
I'm all caught up, but I am watching because my wife wants to
because
watch.
she watches it. No, I'm into it.
Yeah.
I'm into it. I mean, I've been since the beginning, so I don't think I never lost interest, to be honest with you.
Yeah? Oh,
I
okay.
never lost interest.
I faltered for a while there, and because now there's episodes that are good, but they're to me tend to be few and far between.
Yeah.
And even the bad ones have good moments. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, like the last two. I would say the last two episodes, they were kind of like, like kind of draggy.
Yeah, they're setting up the
Right,
final confrontation.
exactly.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it. I saw Moana the movie.
Oh, was it good?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Did it?
I actually liked it. The Rock, he can sing.
Wait, can he? Or
Confirmed.
is
He
it,
can.
is it him
He
singing?
can,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Oh.
What is The Rock? What can he? What can he not do?
Right.
Well said. You're right.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Obviously my second kid, he plays T-ball, so obviously Saturdays is full. Going to watch his games, and that's pretty much it.
How old is he?
He's 6. He just turned 6 on Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you had a birthday too.
Yeah. So he was asking for for a present. So he's getting into Legos a lot.
Oh, okay.
So and he likes dinosaurs. So we were able to find one where it's like 3 in 1.
Oh, nice.
And,
The back sets, yeah.
Yep. And then
Man, I love Legos.
Legos are the best.
Legos were. I
man, they
remember
have some awesome sets
Yeah.
now. I mean,
Now-
they have all the movies: Batman, Lego Batman.
Well, if they don't have Lego Batman,
Yeah.
that's a problem.
They have obviously
I think it's based on the movie Batman.
the Marvels. They have all the Marvel sets. I mean, it's unbelievable. The
Yeah.
toys now that when I go there with them, I'm like them.
I know.
I'm
They
like,
used
oh
to
my
have.
God, I want this for
back
me.
in the day, they used to have for me like a police station, a fire station, a
That's what I
school.
had. I had the airport.
The airport.
Oh, airport. I make the
man.
plane. Man,
Oh.
I loved when I made that. Because you can open up the plane and you can put the people in it.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Not even.
And so on Tuesday night, that's why the reason why I got home late Tuesday is because I went out to get him, the presents. I went from work. I went to Best Buy. They had a 3DS game for $20. It was Luigi Dream Team.
Okay.
He played the demo and he was liking it, and I'm like, he asked me for it, and I went to after that I went to Walmart, got the Lego set. It was actually the only one there that he wanted with the dinosaurs.
Holy crap, you're lucky.
Yeah, huh?
You were lucky.
Yeah, I was lucky. Yeah, and that was it's pretty much it. Like I said, then that night cracked that baby open
And just enter
When
the whole
everybody
new
was
world.
asleep,
Yeah.
and,
I hear
and
you.
we're gonna talk about it later. So yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely. Mr. Santos, Dreamy Twister,
Oh,
Twisted
man.
Dreamer. What you been up to?
It's a little bit. I mean, obviously, Horizon is on the horizon.
Yes.
So we're gonna be talking about that later on. My impressions
For later.
for later. No, I'm gonna be. They might be a little controversial. Let's just say. I'm liking it though, but I have some things
I
to
feel
say
you,
about
though.
that.
I feel where you're coming from.
So is that I did watch this Ben Affleck movie. It's not like a super movie. It's called The Accountant.
Great
Oh,
movie.
okay.
Yeah, it was
like
all
it.
right.
I
I haven't
liked
seen
it.
it, yeah.
I liked it. Yeah, he's supposed to be like this math like savant, and he is doing like accounting jobs or cleaning the books for like the highest criminals. That's what I didn't understand about the movie. He's supposed to be like working for all like these mobsters and criminals and all that, but yet he is the good guy.
Yeah, because I think he worked for them, but in a way, I'm thinking to eliminate them. If I remember correctly,
well,
kind of.
I'm not. It's a thinker. I don't want to say too much of it because obviously, it's worth a watch. I know there was.
Well, the reason I say it was a great movie because it was I liked it, right?
I liked it.
I liked it because I didn't go to the theaters, right?
No, exactly. Yeah,
right.
The movie.
But it's a great movie, like to rent. Like it's it's a great movie.
That's what I did.
Like if I was gonna say I'm gonna go to the theater to watch it, I would have waited probably 3 weeks.
Yeah.
When it's like all right.
It has like a 51
or something like that.
It has a 51 on Rotten Tomatoes. If that tells you anything, but
it's a good watch.
It's a good thinker. Yeah. At the end.
Good action. I like.
Yeah. And I've also been playing this game that I know you guys might not be expecting. It's called Doom. No, wait, no. It's not that Doom. It's the original Doom.
Oh.
Yeah, the one from id Software from back in the day. Mainly,
the first one?
Yes, the very first one.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just the main reason I picked that up is because I've been reading this book called Masters of Doom, written by David Kushner, where he talks about how id Software, the company that made that, their rise to like the greatness and their eventual fall, and it has the story of John Romero, which is a fantastic programmer from back in the day, and John Carmack, which some of you might know. He's the guy in charge of the Oculus Rift right now. Those guys pretty much revolutionized gaming back in the day. When Doom, it was first. It was the first side scroller game. They were trying to have a game like Mario Brothers 3 on a PC, and like they did their own version. And because back in the day the computers were not as powerful as an NES, so believe it or not,
they could,
So they did what they could. They were able to get a program that we could, they could have side scrolling on it. And then they did, they did Doom, which was obviously it was a huge success. And then they proceeded with Quake and all that. Anyway, it's a very interesting story. Like good enough to have a movie made of. If they made a movie about the Facebook,
right?
The social network, which is an excellent movie.
Right.
I feel like, or I don't know, maybe there is, or at least a documentary is something. You guys, if you guys. If you guys want to check it out, it's called, again, Masters of Doom.
This is a book.
There's a book, yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm listening to the audio version, which is read by Will Wheaton.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, so
from Star Trek.
From Star Trek, exactly. So, and that got me into like, oh man, I kind of want to remember. They're describing how they were building, they were making it, so I kind of wanted to see again. And cool. Man, that game was fantastic. That game was ridiculous
for his time. Oh yeah,
for his time,
it was amazing.
I never played. Like I saw it. Because I was, obviously my introduction to video games is always Nintendo.
Same here.
But that was PC, straight PC, right?
That was PC, yeah. It later got ported to Super Nintendo and different. And they talk about that also.
Yeah, that's the version I played, the port to Super Nintendo.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Because I remember seeing it on PC in school. I think I saw it in high school. And I was in drafting class, and some of the guys had it in the computer.
Yeah, computer class.
Yeah, so I was like, wow. I mean, the graphics was like pretty good, and obviously since it was really gory, I was like, whoa, snap.
It attracts your attention. It's like, whoa, that dude just sawed him in half.
We wouldn't have had the ESRB as we know it if it wasn't for Doom 2.
That's true.
That is true. And the when you were talking about Facebook, well, they kind of had one, which is Social Network, the movie.
Social Network. Social Network is an excellent movie. It's probably one of my favorites. So that's what I'm saying. I would love to see. There's got to be a documentary or something.
Probably documentary would be a lot better.
Yeah, because you get to
take a look, because it may be in YouTube. Sometimes they do.
I saw something. Yeah, I saw something about it, but then I was like, I'm gonna wait until I finish it, and then
look for a video.
I'm gonna check the video because I mean, we're talking about two superstars. I mean, well, John Romero basically considered almost himself a rock star at that point. I think one of the slogans for one of the games, which was a colossal failure at the end, was I don't know if you heard the story of Daikatana. This was when they broke up. He made his own company and he created this game and his vision. I mean, it was one of those games he wanted to make it very ambitious, a vision of it, but it ended up being like kind of bad. And the slogan for that game was, "John Romero is gonna make you his bitch."
Wow.
That was literally on the magazine, and yeah, it turned out.
Nobody wanted to be.
It was
bitch.
not the. It wasn't as. It didn't go as planned. But yeah, that's all I've been doing.
Well, I have last Saturday. I did a nice little stream. Thanks for everybody coming out on Twitch and watching me there. At Twitch, by the way, for for GG is Good Game Gamer Group, and I did a 2-hour stream for this little game called Lick Spear.
That's not what it's called. It's called Lick Spear.
Lick Spear.
There you go. You can do the accent.
And
you can do the racist accent. I can.
It's a German spear game. You literally just toss it in at undead people who are coming your way. It's a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie. I paid $3.50 for it. You know what I mean? For what honestly I got more.
Sale?
Yeah, it was
sale?
it was a flash sale. It was on the flash sale. Yeah.
Okay.
And
it was a great stream.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we were having fun with it. We were laughing at it. It was
kind of ridiculous. Yeah,
it's a ridiculous game. It really is. But yeah, that's up on YouTube if you want to check that out. It's actually a pretty cool game. At $3.50, I can recommend it.
Yeah.
I don't know what the original price is. Anything more than 10 is going to be too much. So, but yeah, so that's, I've been playing, obviously I've been playing Horizon Zero Dawn. I did the same thing you did. I came home on that Tuesday. It was waiting for me. Amazon didn't let me down. It was waiting for me when I got home. Opened it up, threw it in, let the install happen, made some dinner for everybody. I made the dinner. I just set it out for everybody. And I sat down, put my headset on. It was about 7, a little after 7. Stopped paying at 12:30.
It's funny you said that because I do the same thing. I mean, I have headsets, the Sony ones, the Sony poles, and but no, I just connected it to the controller, my Samsung, because they actually sound pretty good.
Oh,
and yep, I'm like, nope, I don't want no interruptions.
Yes.
I want to hear every single detail, and I did the same thing.
I did the exact same thing.
Fun fact: I actually canceled my Amazon pre-order, and I went ahead and bought the digital version.
Oh,
so
yeah,
just so that I can have the
that,
opportunity to play at 12:01. Yes, it's gonna be
Wow.
ready. It's already patched up. I did the preload. I sit down at 12:01 with such a pain in my back that it would not let me.
Oh man,
It was a missed.
Oh, so you did try?
Opportunity. No, I couldn't even see the title. I was hurting so bad.
Wow.
I was like, oh, great.
I'm sorry, sir.
That's okay.
Good
You
attempt,
had
though.
it there.
Good attempt, yeah.
Yeah.
Good attempt. I seen a couple movies I wanted to bring up. I just got, by the way, if you don't have it, you really should just try it to see how Cody. You have Cody?
I need to get Cody.
So Cody, for those who don't know, is a streaming service that you can download to a device. Particularly, I have the Fire TV. I just got it. I got it literally for the purpose of that. So I'm thinking of letting go of cable.
They're actually sold out in Amazon.
Which one? Oh, the Fire TV?
Yeah.
It's because it was a sale.
Yeah.
I got it on a sale, yeah.
Yep.
And so I was able to catch up on some of the movies, a couple movies that were nominated for Oscars this year. Hell or High Water, I was able to see that, which was really good. I don't know if you've seen the trailer for that, but it's really good. It's almost like a modern day Western.
Okay.
Like it takes place now. It's these Chris Pine, who's in Star Trek.
Yeah.
And then Jeff Bridges, who's, you know, Jeff Bridges. And so Jeff Bridges is a Texas Ranger, and he's chasing them who are robbing banks, Chris Pine and his brother. And of course, that's the literal gist of it right there. But the way it's filmed, the way it looks, it's really, really cool.
It's like if they were Billy the Kid or something.
Yeah, kind of like that. But it's also, it kind of humanizes the guys doing doing the robbing. And it's also, it has slow moments, but they're meaningful slow moments. Like they're purposely done there so you can focus on what.
So you have to pay attention, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Because there's nothing happening on the screen, but you're looking at them, and it's just really purposely done, really well written, and really well acted, by the way. Yeah. Really, really well acted. So that's a good movie. And then I saw Hacksaw Ridge.
Oh yeah,
Hacksaw Ridge.
I saw that one too.
Holy crap, dude.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say about that one.
Should I put it on my list?
You should.
Yes.
Yes.
And because it's a true story, too.
Yes.
That's
Oh,
the thing.
shoot. Okay. All right.
So-
That's the thing.
The gist of it is simple. I give you just a gist. It stars the guy who Andrew Garfield, played Spider-Man in the very last Spider-Man. He is a young kid who volunteers to go into the military during World War II, and he's ends up going to the Japanese side of the
Pacific.
battle. Yeah,
Went to the
Pacific
Pacific.
battle.
Yeah.
So anyway, the only deal is, and you'll see why. Whatever, he doesn't use firearms. So that's a main thing, obviously, if you're in the military. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So he doesn't use firearms, and that's a belief that he doesn't want to let go of. And it's funny because well, I won't spoil because you haven't seen it, but halfway through the movie, I was just like, I was still interested, but I was going, where are we going with this? You know what I mean? I was like, what's going on? But then the second half, dude, opens up to this.
Yeah.
Dude, I seriously got misty eyed on near the end because I was just like, oh man, I cannot believe this. You know what I mean? And then to know that this is real, I was like, oh dude, this is
Like, he had a purpose.
Yes,
Like,
exactly.
he had a purpose.
Exactly.
Wow.
And you'll see, bro.
Yes.
I'm telling you, you'll
Yes.
see.
It's like those things that you said exactly. That there's a reason. There's a reason why things lined
He
up
was
this
put
way.
there.
Exactly.
He was
Yes.
put there, bro.
Make sure you have that in the show notes. I am definitely interested.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
So yes, if you haven't seen Hacksaw Ridge, check it out. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's
You
really,
saw
really
another
good.
movie also based on a true story.
Which one?
You went to the movies on Sunday.
It's based on a true story.
Oh.
John Wick 2. Yes.
Oh yes. Chapter 2.
John Wick Chapter 2. Yes, I did see that one too. I forgot about that actually. Because no offense,
Well, I saw
John
your
Wick is
comment
great.
that you
Yeah.
saw the first one first. He's like, we're gonna see the first one first.
Yes, and then I saw the first one. I repeated the first one so I can kind of get
refresh yourself.
a
Be ready,
refresher.
of
Yeah.
course.
And then I went to see that one, and my goodness, that guy is real, dude.
How many times can you run over a guy?
I don't know, but my God, he is, and the whole deal is, obviously we're talking not fantastical or anything like that, because it's grounded in real combat.
Yeah, like I mentioned, right?
Gun
Remember?
combat.
Yeah.
Not to mention grappling. It's grounded. It's all grounded. So when you're looking at it, and the other thing, it's not like he's walking out of there unscathed like he's Agent 47 or something. You know what I mean? No, he is taking his shots. You know what I mean? He's taking his hits.
Well, now that I watched, when I saw John Wick and now John Wick 2, because, obviously he has become really big.
Yeah.
I remember before John Wick came out, there was videos of him training.
Yeah.
With
he looked like a
guns.
total badass.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, look, he's training.
I was like, wait a minute, this
is a
ain't-
hobby.
this ain't Neo.
It looks like it was for the movie.
It was.
Yeah,
Because
it
he's
was, it
doing
was.
some of the same moves.
Yeah.
It was.
Exactly. Yeah. He was doing that for that reason, and like I said, everything is there's nothing. There's obviously some things that could be.
I was gonna say,
yeah.
there's a lot of
the
fantastical
world.
thing
Yeah,
over
the
here.
world building is what's amazing about it.
Yeah.
I actually love the fact that they expanded on. If you've seen John Wick 1, you know what I'm referring to. They expanded on that assassin secret society. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is so
myth.
badass. You know what I mean?
What
Legend.
about again? I'm probably gonna wait till it comes out on Showbox or something. But what about him and Morpheus? I can still call him Morpheus.
Oh yes,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
I mean, did that have like something big in it? Because they were talking about that's the reunion of them.
Yeah, it was more of the fact that they were together in the
together
movie.
in
It
the
was
movie.
nothing,
Okay.
nothing major
meaningful?
from it. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. What
he
like
wasn't
now-
prophesizing like he was
Right,
in,
right.
What's his,
in the Matrix.
what's his name?
I forgot his name.
I
forgot his name. That's how.
Yeah, the guy that plays.
We got Google. We got Google, man.
Yes. Yeah. Look at it.
Oh, Lawrence Fishburne. That's
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. Thank you.
yeah, there it is.
It was killing me. I was like, what's his
Killing you
name?
softly.
So yeah, so I did see that too, and that's also definitely worth the watch. I mean, if you like it, I understand some people watched it. I think my sister-in-law, she was just like, "This is a lot of killing. That's all that's going
It's
on."
an
I'm
action
like,
film.
hello.
Exactly.
It's like
like,
over the
yeah,
top
yeah.
action film, but it's great.
Yeah.
That what
It's
makes
great.
it awesome.
And also, I think Ed, my brother-in-law, was saying he's just using the same moves. I'm like, well, that's also kind of real because you don't suddenly invent moves. You kind of stick to the ones you already know. You know, you know what I mean? Because those work for you.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I enjoyed the heck out of it, and I didn't go in there thinking I was gonna get this epic. You know?
Well, when I saw the first one, I wasn't expecting anything big.
Exactly.
And then I
I was
saw him like,
expecting that.
what was this?
Yeah, I was expecting the first one, and I got way more than that.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
So it was good stuff. All right, guys, so we're going to go right into some news. Real news, like we said last week.
The news
We don't do
reviews.
fake news here.
We don't do fake news here, yes.
Oh, man. So we're going to start with Middle Earth. Yes.
What?
Did you see
Oh, yes.
the trailer? There's this little, I'm not sure if you knew this, but there's a new a website that has like gaming information. It's called Target.
Target.
And-
Oh, yeah, Target. Brand new website.
and they broke the story on this.
Yes, actually, they had the exclusive.
Yes.
The exclusive.
Exactly. Contrary to what WB probably wanted.
You think that was a mistake?
They are rogue. They're a rogue website.
Yes.
You think that was a mistake by Target?
Oh, that was a horrible,
I
horrible
believe it
mistake.
was.
That
But I have to say one thing. WB has been kind of very cool about it. You know what I
because
mean?
they confirmed it right away.
Well, they have no
yeah,
choice.
yeah.
They had literally have no
Yeah.
choice. It's like, okay, well, the jig is up.
Yeah,
Might
basically.
as well.
Yeah.
So, if you don't know, it is Middle Earth Shadow War, and revealed by Target, like I said.
The sequel to the very well received
Yes,
Shadow of Mordor.
definitely. Did you play
was
Shadow of Mordor?
fantastic.
I play a little bit. I still
Yeah.
have it, but I haven't I started it. I played a few hours, but
I tell you, I feel
because I
you.
think other games came out, and I'm like, oh, let me start.
It's not a game that unless you're a Lord of the Rings buff,
Right,
it,
yeah.
it doesn't grab you
I don't
for the
think-
story.
Yeah.
It's more like the technology behind it, and
And I think that's what
it's
happened to
made
me.
it.
Like
Yeah.
at the beginning, there's not much like to hook you on,
no,
and I was like, all I'm doing is fighting. I'm fighting.
yeah, really cool.
No,
fighting.
I hear the
Yeah,
game is great.
Yeah.
But I think something else came out. I'm like, oh, let me put this to the side, and that was it.
No,
Oh, so
I
you
haven't
didn't do
touched it
the
yet.
you didn't do the what's the system?
Nemesis.
The Nemesis system. You didn't start.
No.
Dude, that's when it gets like political as hell.
Yeah.
you start.
So,
You want someone on top. You could actually take down this person. So that he will take over. I mean, you could literally feel your the
ranks.
the ranks of
Okay.
the bad guys.
alright.
You can pretty much play with it. It's so good.
It's a very good, well
You can make
designed
them
system.
fight themselves.
And the funny thing is, for some reason, I think a lot
Like
of people
US
were
politics.
saying that it was gonna, like, everybody's gonna start biting off this. They're gonna, everything's gonna have some sort of
everybody's
nemesis.
gonna steal
Oh,
this
gotcha.
technology.
Okay.
Nothing had it. Now one thing came out with it. Only this. So
You know which game would have benefited from it the most? I feel like this one, the Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Wildlands, yes.
I feel like it should
that
have
could've, yeah.
some sort of nemesis system.
That would have, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's
you can infiltrate the ranks.
I'm gonna tell you why it doesn't have it. That's more focused online. That's what it is. Yeah, that's gonna be more focused online. So yes, the gameplay reveal is gonna happen March 8th.
Okay.
So that's coming right up, and they already announced the game release date, August 22nd.
Yeah, this year. Yeah,
They figure before Target set out.
I know, right? They already put it out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be available on the Xbox Play Anywhere. So that means most likely it will obviously be a Scorpio thing as well. PS4, of course, and it brings back the same original characters. So
What about
And
Switch?
PC.
No Switch?
no Switch.
No Switch.
No Switch.
No.
Aw.
It's a third party. They don't like it.
Yeah.
WB is like no.
By the way, we forgot to mention today is Switch Day. Today's the day of the
Launch day.
Switch. Today's the launch day.
sir.
We're recording on
I
Friday.
have the news, God.
I thought we were
get
getting
into
to it.
yourself? You getting happy with yourself?
Well, now you might
It
as well
felt-
just throw. Well, no, I wanted to ask you from Middle Earth.
Uh-huh.
You played the first one.
I played the first one. Yes.
What do you want from the second one? What would you want that they change, or what do you want them to include?
I want them to improve the Nemesis system, and also
Which they did say they're gonna. There's some.
implement. I don't know what they will implement, but I it could be cool. It could be
They're
cool.
keeping the Nemesis, the original Nemesis, and they're
Uh-huh.
adding to it. Now it's going to have other than just orcs, there will be other factions that would be that would be
That'll be cool, and also it'll be awesome if they could have a little bit that world. Even though it was based on Lord of the Rings, and it felt a little barren. At least the first half of it
I
felt a
agree.
little barren. I feel like the second half of the game, they have this luscious green, beautiful, nice world, but for the most part, it was just brown. It was
because you were in like Mordor.
because you were in Mordor.
Yeah.
Exactly. So maybe go to different places there. The story could be tightened up a little bit. Make
Maybe
it more
add a little
interesting.
more to the story because
Yeah.
you're fighting for God, 80% of the time.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
what you're doing. Which, don't get me wrong, was a great thing in the game, but that's all you were doing. You know?
Well, yeah,
At
I
some
kind of noticed
point-
that for
Yeah.
the first
I'm
2
like,
hours. I'm like,
exactly.
what am I
And
doing?
that's
I tell you what I really
Like,
like
this
about
is
the
it?
game. The game had every let's say mini boss or or mid boss will be very distinct. Like it's
Yeah.
it will be
None of them look the same.
completely different.
Okay.
It will have even the voice. Like my God, how many people did they actually hire to make the different voices? It was amazing.
And the great part was the name. It would be an original name.
Yeah.
And then whenever they cheered, remember the other orcs would cheer for them? It would be they were cheering that original. It's like, whoa.
Oh yeah, they will mention the name. Like I don't know, Orga, Aura,
Yeah.
Aura. And
What was great was when you were defeated or you ran away, right? That person, that one general or whatever he was,
Yeah.
would be
He will be promoted.
promoted.
He will be promoted.
And when you
okay.
see him again,
Yeah.
he'd be like, "There you are," and you're like,
So he remembers.
He will remember you.
Oh,
Yes,
nice.
literally. If you hurt him, but then you leave for some reason, or he
Yeah.
kills you. Let's say you hurt him real bad, but he kills you. When he comes back, when you come back again, he will taunt you. Oh, I remember you from this car.
Yeah.
Now it's time for you to pay, or
nice.
the little whatever. It's so cool, bro.
that was really good.
That was the first game of this generation that I said, okay, this is a
now
next gen
that
game.
now that you're
For
talking
real.
about, I'm surprised other games use that type
That's
of.
what we're saying. I know.
Because
Shocked.
when they released it, they released the current gen that we're in and the prior gen.
Okay.
The prior gen didn't have the Nemesis
No,
system.
he couldn't.
Oh,
So
so
he
it
couldn't,
couldn't-
run it.
alright.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And so
this
it was
definitely
like,
felt like the first next gen title.
because of that system. Yeah, it was pretty good. So yeah, Switch is out. Who's bought it? Did you get your pre-order back?
I pre-ordered the Switch and then I canceled at the last minute. I think actually I did it on the last podcast.
Yes.
Yeah, you told us.
And well, dude,
You hear that,
I
Seth?
thought you were gonna
I
keep
feel-
it. I'm like, even if to probably flip
I could have
it over.
flipped it. There was something
Well, it's an
I don't
offer
know.
up. I saw offer up like 2 people had it already for $500, $550
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. This already. But then,
with
but they're-
Zelda. They had it with Zelda. I'm like, oh, at least they'll keep they have a game with it.
but at least it comes to. Yeah, because I was gonna say we have reports on our group of someone. Let me find it so we can give you credit.
Oh.
Dustin.
Seth, right? Isn't it Seth?
Schreiber?
No.
How do you pronounce it? That's his
let's
name.
see.
Schreiber?
Dustin Schreiber.
Schreiber. Okay. So he just walked into a Best Buy and there he was. He got
Everything.
he got everything. Yeah.
Well, now that you,
Pro controller and everything.
yeah, now that you're
That's
talking
like
about.
$900.
Well, they're talking about that. The Switch, the Amazon pre-orders are suffering widespread delays.
Oh yeah, Amazon. That's another thing. Amazon.
But the stores have them.
Yes,
So,
they messed up
hey.
on their order. I mean, it's probably a small amount, and of course, people minority are gonna be vocal about it. But that's kind of messed up because, of course, you want your system.
Hello, yeah.
I pre-ordered from Amazon. I could have been, one of those
One of those,
they
yeah.
received. That they
It's a
received
shame.
it. So, but now I'm surprised that the reviews are out for the only game that will be worth right now owning on the system, Zelda. It's
He's
almost a
knocking out the
perfect
park.
game.
Yeah.
It's almost a perfect game, dude. Nothing but tens.
Yeah.
Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. Which makes me
I'm
think like, my God, okay, maybe this is the game that could hold me for the whole year.
It's possible that he's supposed to be long enough.
It
So I
won't,
mean,
but
yeah. But this is a controversial,
No, Witcher 3 though.
and I'm sorry, Seth, I'm not trying to upset anyone, but a controversial statement. I wonder how much of this is. I don't want to say an apologetic people or anything like that, but I wonder how much of it this is going. This is what I've wanted from Zelda all this time. And I finally got it. 10. You know what I mean?
Well,
Nothing wrong with
some
that.
of the reviews were saying that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I
yeah,
wonder how much of
yeah.
it. Now, I haven't played the game. I have zero clue.
Right.
No, I have no idea how it can be. It can be probably a 12 for all I know.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying. I wonder how much of it is of that, and how much of it is actual people going, "Oh my God, I cannot believe what they did with this game." So. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not trying to be controversial. or anything.
But that's good.
Yeah,
right?
that's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
That Nintendo's kind of getting out of the box.
Yeah, hopefully,
So
yeah.
hopefully, they keep doing that.
Yeah, well,
Because
from what's coming.
Well, I just saw here.
Mario Kart 8.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
that was the only thing. Like those
Mario
ports.
Kart 8,
It's like,
Splatoon, the remake,
yeah. Well,
World of Goo.
since we're in the Switch topic, you know how the left Joy-Con was having 6 issues?
Yeah.
Well, right now here on IGN, they're saying that Nintendo is addressing the Joy-Con, so I'm thinking it's going to be a patch.
So maybe the
Test
patch.
patch.
Yeah.
Oh, it,
Oh,
it
they
should.
already had
It
it.
better be
Yeah.
the one that just the day one patch the day one patch they had. It
I don't
better
think
be
so.
that one.
It wasn't in the patch notes,
Yeah.
so I don't think so. Yeah.
And did you hear about the saves of the games?
The saves.
Yeah,
Hold
you
on.
only can save it to that tablet. You can't save it to the
Oh,
so you
they don't
can't-
have a cloud service.
Oh,
or
okay.
put it on your it's actually internally. It's not even on your SD card. It's internally.
The save games are on the
yes,
internal?
for now. Obviously, they may do an
They may
update,
change it, yeah.
but for now, like if I take my SD card and I'm gonna play in your Switch,
It won't work.
Nothing is gonna be there.
So much for having you could buy games from other stores. What do you call that? What they don't have the country lock?
Oh, region lock.
Yeah, they don't have the region lock, and everybody thought, oh, that's great. That's looking
Yeah, but-
forward.
I mean, come on. Give them, they're working their way to
No,
where they
that,
should be.
that should be functionality.
But
That's not a difficult functionality to put.
It's not, but still.
And why
You
the
know.
restriction? Yeah,
Who
honestly,
knows?
yeah.
They probably, honestly,
It's not like the game has.
it could be as simple as somebody going, man, I forgot to even think about that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It could be that
I
simple.
wouldn't be surprised.
Exactly. You never know.
but- I wouldn't be surprised.
Nintendo, where there's you have to have it stamped. I'm sorry, you have to have it stamped for the game to even release. Like the old days. I mean, being
quality-
behind.
They're not gonna be like, dude. They're not gonna be like, oh, we
Right.
designed this system that is super innovative. Oh man, I forgot the save thing.
Hey,
Yeah.
you never know, bro. You never know.
Yeah, but those are little things that you would think is common sense, right? Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like you would think that it has.
Or it could be some,
They don't have achievements.
It
It's
could-
not like they,
it could be, like I said, it could be somebody else going,
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
this
We'll
guy
get to it later
this
and
guy said
forgot
he's
about
taking
it.
care of it. Oh no, and then the other guy going, no, this guy's taking care of it. And then we get to this point,
Yeah.
and I thought you had this. No,
thought
I
you
thought you had
And
it.
again,
you know?
like we're saying, I mean, I'm sure they're gonna do a little patch real quick here. Boom,
Yeah.
it's taken care of. But
Yeah.
still, you're like, come on.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
This
Oh,
this is making you look, even though it's something dumb, but it's making you look bad. you
Yeah.
know?
It is.
For
That's-
especially a new console that you're trying to get yourself back
Into
yeah.
the race. Yeah, Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's it. Reports coming in that the handheld itself
Feels
is
good.
pretty sturdy.
Yeah.
Feels really good in your hands. And
Even our eye in the sky, Mr. Seth Meyers.
Mr. Seth Meyer has, he has hands on it. He thinks that I'm trying to bring the whole company down, which I am,
Oh,
because
God.
I hate Nintendo. and yeah, aside
And the
from
thing
the
is-
little,
The
what
thing
do you
is, it's not that we hate Nintendo. It's that we all grew up in
Yeah,
Nintendo.
We
go
And
with
we
Nintendo,
want them
exactly.
to be like great again,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
be there again. You
No,
know?
I hate
They
I
were
want
the
them-
leader of the pack.
I wanted
Sir,
to
I had
compete,
a
that's what
Sega
it is,
Master. I had a Sega Master, so I was, yeah.
That's why he hates. Yeah.
I will never forgive, never forget.
Well, I grew up on Nintendo, and I was always Nintendo until PlayStation came out.
Until
Yeah,
PlayStation
me too.
came out.
But that's because Nintendo started doing some things. I'm like, yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah,
And,
I agree.
and that's when I moved.
It started with cartridges.
Yeah.
I don't like this
let go
controller.
of cartridges.
Yeah.
And then they did, and they went to those little mini discs.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Oh, man. All right, well, moving away from Nintendo.
Nintendo. So let's go. Switch.
Oh, don't
We're going to switch it up. Nice.
Don't
He
try
had
to-
the sound effect and everything. Nice. That's good. Microsoft.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
yes.
Uh-oh.
That old company that,
Oh my goodness.
that their
Yes.
stocks are rising.
Let's see.
And this should help their stocks. Microsoft announces Xbox Game Pass. Have you heard?
Oh, yes.
Netflix-style gaming for the
Yes.
Xbox One. Originally was going to be Xbox One and PC. That was the original post on the official page. Very recently, they updated that to just Xbox.
They have to.
Exactly.
They
Because
have
it's
to,
again, what's the point of having one?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, so
You need to have something for the box.
yeah, exactly. Make something exclusive to that
Exactly,
one damn
yeah.
thing. Yeah, it is $9.99 a month, and
That's what PS Now should have been.
Yes.
what
I agree.
isn't PS Now a subscription?
It is subscription, but it's streamed.
You're streaming.
With the pass, you can download the
You can
game.
download it.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
you
You
can
own the
download.
game.
Yes, download full titles directly
you
to the
have it.
Xbox One. Yeah, you never know. That could be an update for PlayStation Now. They have to compete.
Exactly.
Although I don't know how many people use PlayStation Now.
From what I
there's quite a few actually.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're not gonna get rid of it because they bought that technology.
Okay.
But I heard they're gonna eliminate places where you can play. For the PS Now.
Xbox, not Xbox. PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
PlayStation 3 and everything basically is only gonna be available.
And some TVs are gonna be out. So yeah. But yeah, they need to make.
That's right. The TV. They're moving it away from the TV. Yeah. So that's so far again just the Xbox
on the
One
news
console.
on the news of that of that reveal, the GameStop's shares, they kind of took a tumble.
They took a tumble.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I think they've been tumbling for a while. No.
I don't know. I think they're doing well. But this news, of course, scared a lot of shareholders because, of course, next thing you know, you got Sony doing something similar, and they should, it's a good value. It's a very good value. For $10, I can play.
And you make it part of your library.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically it's more like Spotify.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you have access to the entire library. You can download
And they're gonna update
it.
Like they're gonna remove all games that probably people are not playing that much.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna add new games too as well.
Yeah. That's good
So
stuff.
that's
awesome.
a smart move.
That's a very good. That's a very good move.
Very good move.
At least because, by God,
They
you
have
needed
to have something. They need something. They need something.
But they almost shot themselves in the foot by making it available on PC.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Oh, man. Speaking of streaming services, YouTube.
What they have now?
YouTube is entering the TV
Really?
market. They're going to have a TV for $35 a month.
I didn't subscribe for the Red. What is it called? Red?
I would have.
YouTube?
You know what? I would have considered this one be my subscription if they included Red.
They Red, yeah. They
because
don't,
I like the idea of. I don't like being advertised and removing the.
So it's gonna be like cable. They're gonna have like channels.
Yeah. But they don't include Red with it, so I'm out.
And it's like, how many
I think they want to compete with PS View.
Maybe. But how many streaming services do we need?
Yeah.
We have Hulu. We have YouTube.
Roku,
we have Roku. You have all these things that are just too many. There's too many. I'm not sure if that's a good move for them, but
Nothing wrong with having options.
Yeah,
and
but-
you go with the best one. Sony's View apparently is pretty good for a lot
I'm
of
thinking
people.
about getting it.
Yeah, I heard good
I'm
things.
thinking about getting it.
Ooh, somebody has it at. Is it Alex? The other Alex, Cruz. I think he has it. Maybe he does.
I know a
Comment
buddy of
below if
mine.
you're
A
listening.
buddy of mine has it from church. He has it and he loves it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He loves it.
Good to know. Good to know. PlayStation Plus games have been announced for March of this year.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Next Tuesday.
Good stuff. Maybe.
Is it?
Maybe.
You think so?
I gotta tell you. Well, let me tell you what they are.
Let's start with that.
A Tearaway Unfolded.
That's a good game on the Vita.
And yes, this
That's
is
a
the
good game on
PS4
the Vita.
version. Yes, and the Disc Jam. Those are both coming to PlayStation 4. Disc Jam is a new game. This is like you know it's just being released and it's similar to Rocket League. Yeah.
Yep.
And then Under Night. What is the Under Night in Birth X Late, which is a visual novel for PlayStation 3.
Oh, that's just what they need.
Exactly. And Earth Defense Force 2025 also for PS3. And if anybody has a Vita, you have Severed and Lumo
have
coming
Vita.
to you. Okay, Severed
Yeah,
I heard is a
there
very
you
good
go.
one.
Better.
Yeah. Okay.
But yes, going back to Tearaway, I've had that on my list to buy, and it's dropped. That was like $19 on Amazon. I was like, I'll eventually
wait.
get to it. I eventually get to it, and now I don't have to.
Yeah. There you go.
It'll just be there for me waiting.
Really?
Yes.
The Vita, I tried the Vita. I
Sir,
tried the demo on the Vita,
being a hater.
and it was actually pretty cool because of the sensor of the Vita in the back. Like you could when you touch with your fingers and then you can
Finger it.
move.
Yeah.
You
Which
can
you're
figure
not
it
gonna
out.
be able to do it.
No, now you do with the
Yeah.
they've actually upgraded it to use the
use
DualShock
the
4.
pad,
Yeah,
the
DualShock
the
4.
pad on it.
Yeah,
that's
and
cool.
So and Disc Jam, I mean, you
We'll
don't
have
know.
to see. We'll have
You
to play
never
and
know.
see it.
It's another competition game, very similar to that, and who knows? It looked, it's
could be the
free.
next-
What the heck?
But what kind? I mean, I saw a little bit of it. What was it about?
It's almost like like air hockey,
Okay.
similar to that, but you're standing across from each other. And it's a person, and they're flipping discs at, and you
Oh.
can bank it off walls, and then you can catch it and throw it back, or you can
That's
miss.
the movie that we're talking about is coming out.
Oh, Tron, yeah.
Tron. That's Tron.
That's right, Tron. Yes, Tron is coming out.
It's like air hockey, but bull hockey.
But
Hey,
yes.
I like playing air hockey. The actual table, I think it's fun.
Oh yeah,
I think so
definitely.
too, yeah.
That's fantastic. That's my jam.
This. Who
We'll
knows?
see. And
Maybe
hey,
this
it
will.
may be as popular as Rocket League. We don't know.
It's free, so
Yeah.
it's enough for people to get in.
Yeah.
You never know, yeah.
No.
So, Mass Effect Andromeda. Believe it or not, guys, the developer says that the game will feature full nudity.
Oh yeah,
Full
that.
nudity.
I think that's getting overplayed. Just like when the first Mass Effect came out, and he had just because he had those love scenes, it was like everywhere on media.
Yes, but when he goes out and say, and I quote, "totally softcore space porn."
Wow.
He later on amended just to clarify,
Yeah.
guys.
I'm just saying.
kind of joking. Yes, it'll have full
I'm
nudity,
just saying.
but
I think their what do you call it? Priorities are in the wrong place. I'm just saying.
how about more
like-
planets
yeah,
that I can
exactly.
actually explore? How about that? You
Yes,
know?
they also announced that you're gonna have over 100 planets.
Yeah.
But you can't see them all. It's just a handful.
No.
Then why the hell have all these planets for?
Yeah, no, exactly. You know, I don't want to be exploring
So
Uranus.
a little bit of
all
No
the
Man's
time.
Sky in it.
Let's take out the boobies and let's put in more planets. That's all I'm just saying. I mean, you know.
I just threw a Uranus joke there, and you guys let it fly. I'm just saying that was very disappointing. We should re-record this again.
I'm sorry, sir. It just wasn't really funny.
GG burn. GG burn.
And the final piece that I have here, guys, Overwatch has a new hero,
Overwatch, yes.
and its name is Orisa. Believe it or not, it is connected to that 11-year-old prodigy that we were talking about not too long ago.
Oh, Ify.
Oladele. Apparently, she is the technical.
I think that's the same.
She's the tank, right?
Well,
what is
The
it?
character.
Orisa is the
Orisa
tank.
is yeah.
That she took the robot and reprogrammed it, and now it does. You know,
Everybody thought that the actual character was gonna be
The little girl.
The
Yeah.
little girl. That we were like, we're gonna be shooting an 11-year-old girl.
that's what I said. I was like, that's
I thought Nando had her design was kind of weird because they made her look like a Monchichi.
Oh,
You ever
yeah.
heard of Monchichi?
About it, yeah.
Did you look it up? Because it's a little disturbing.
Yeah, they look great.
I was like, what in the world? So yeah, if any players out there of Overwatch still, that new player.
I
coming
got
up, to tank.
yesterday. I got on chat with Jason Fariello and
Gilberto.
Gilberto. Yes, and we were talking about because Gilberto got he got the PC version also.
Did
I
he?
believe.
Nice.
So I'm thinking, we should actually
Get back on
start. Yeah, get back on it.
on
Overwatch is a fantastic game. I don't know why I'm not playing more of it.
I don't know why.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Why
I played
are you
it.
not playing?
I played it for 2 weeks, and
then you're done
another
with it?
game came in, and
yeah. I
the
think that's the problem.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Too many games are like good games are coming out. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
You end up moving on. That's the only piece of side news I have. You guys have anything else?
Out of nowhere,
Logan comes out tonight.
Logan
Came out
today,
right
third,
now.
yeah.
came out today. Supposedly getting very good reviews.
Yes, we're going to see it right after the show, right?
Yes. Okay. Confirmed. All right. We're gonna have the spoiler cast next podcast. Another movie that you guys might be dying to watch. Sleeping Dogs.
Oh, yes.
Movie will star Donnie Yen.
Donnie Yen.
Oh, I did.
That is
I know
like
yeah.
a right on the nose.
I know,
like-
right?
like casting right there.
That was
I'm like,
that
oh.
was perfect. That game was great. That game
never
was really
played
good. I played enough of it.
I never played, unfortunately.
It was again your syndrome where something else come up and this game was kind of old already and I played on PC. It was looking pretty nice, but yeah, that I don't know where because who thought that Sleeping Dog was still a hot property?
No, and it yeah. I think it surpassed many people, even the people making it. It surpassed their expectations.
Yeah.
Square, right? It was released by Square. Yeah, Square.
yeah,
Enix,
Square.
right?
Yeah, Square Enix. Yeah,
I think it surpassed their expectations too.
Yeah. I don't got much other than in PC news. Nvidia released the latest specs. Or actually, they actually revealed the new GeForce GTX 1080 Ti.
It's a mouthful, my friend.
Yes, let me tell you, that is a mouthful. All right. Yeah. So of course we already have Chakra lined up pre-order it. It's $700 video card, mind you.
Freaking hell!
$700 video card.
Is something wrong with his video card?
No,
It's not that
actually, he has a
video card,
1080. He has a 1080 Ti. What the fastest video card right now, available in the market. That is not ridiculously priced like the
Right.
Titan X, which is like $1,000.
Wow.
And he's like, nope, I'm ready.
He just wants the latest.
He wants the
wants the
latest.
latest.
He's funny because he'll be like, "Should I?"
Yeah, I know. That's how he posts it, yeah.
No, but he's gonna do it anyway.
What does he do, man? Because to drop something just like that, I wanna go.
He's a driver.
He's a truck driver.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, they make good money.
Oh yeah, they make good money. The I'm not gonna bore you guys. Nobody is really a PC enthusiast in the group. Let's be honest. So I'm not gonna bore you with the details other than check it out. It's interesting. Like I said, the price is $700. So if you guys have the pockets for that, feel free because I ain't doing it.
I don't.
By all means, send us some our way.
I'm kind of surprised you missed it, because you talked about it. Destiny.
Destiny, yes, I was looking for that.
Yeah.
Thank you. So
Your character.
Destiny, you can pass your character to Destiny 2, which will be out sometime this year, according to Bungie. But you can't really bring with you
The ranks. It's just the
ranks
looks. It's just the
or
way it
your
looks.
weapons or anything like that.
Oh, so
It's
just appearance.
Just
the
appearance.
appearance. Yeah.
Thank goodness, because my level 19, I think, is not going to do much anyway.
Did you beat the game?
Yes, I beat the game.
Okay, then then you
the
get
first
to.
one.
If you don't beat the game, then you don't get to.
I
have
didn't
your
beat
character.
Taken King. I never got Taken King.
No, Taken King. No, just the first one.
The first
yeah,
one,
yeah.
okay.
I think they call it the Black Garden. I think
Sure.
is the name of
I don't
it.
recall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you don't remember that epic story?
No, unfortunately.
Yeah, and supposedly
Something
they're
up-
addressing that on Destiny 2. They're really going to have a better story.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch. I don't mean to bring it back, but Nintendo Switch. Thank you. Guys, don't worry. I know you guys are excited about this. Friend codes are back.
Oh, yes, I saw that.
Yes.
I didn't want to upset people.
We're
Well,
gonna
you
have
said it, right? One step forward, two steps back.
People are gonna think that I hate on Nintendo. Come on, guys.
No, but those are dumb decisions. Like, why are you bringing that?
You already had right. I thought that they were moving past that when
Yeah.
they say, "Yeah, you can make them your name." I mean, make your gamer tag, and nope, that's
They use a friend limit too, isn't there? Like 300.
Oh,
Not
I
that-
don't
not that
know.
we have that
Not
many
that
people,
you
yeah.
you will need. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we still don't have that many active people in the group.
Let's be real. Not many Nintendo players have friends anyway.
Oh, that's messed up. And
kid.
suddenly, people are gonna
kid.
start unsubscribing. Guys, we're joking.
I
We love Nintendo.
yes.
Even I. I had
I am
a
just
Switch
joking.
pre-ordered. Okay, I had the pre-order.
Which you canceled,
I had the
folks.
intention of buying a Wii.
Wait.
A Wii. I keep calling it a Wii. A Switch.
I still want to get it. I just
Right.
don't want to have one game.
Exactly.
it is.
Like today,
I'm just
with
kidding.
all people talking about it, like guys from the group posting on it,
Yeah, yeah.
and I'm like, ugh, like it's itchy. Like I want to go get it, but
Especially with Zelda.
yeah. But I'm like,
That
no,
game really looks.
I'm gonna
amazing.
wait. I think the Zelda. I think I may get it for the Wii U. I have the Wii U. I'm gonna get it for the Wii U because I don't see myself getting the Switch from 2 to 3 months from now.
Yeah.
So
I got you.
You know,
Gonna wait.
I'm gonna have to start doing the news first because I'm usually left with the scraps. I'm
Oh,
like, no,
okay.
he already talked about this. He already talked about this. No, he already talked about this. I was gonna say for those who care about PlayStation VR nears 1 million. So
Oh yes.
Oh, really?
apparently
Just-
they're
yeah.
doing
Just
Wow.
under
really well.
900 some
well,
thousand.
what did they predict they were gonna sell?
This much.
That much, right? Oh, look at
This
that.
much.
Yeah,
Actually,
they're right on
they
target.
said that it would be 1 million within their first 6 months.
And this is quietly because you haven't
Yeah.
heard
You haven't heard
that much
No.
about the VR. I'm like, please don't do the Vita thing again
No, yes.
because they
Or
were
movie.
pushing it so hard. And when it comes out, it's like, okay,
Where are the games?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we have Resident Evil 7.
Oh god, that's such
And
a
that
good
was
game.
great.
That's a good game. I haven't
Yeah.
played in VR, but
I hear it's a
Yeah.
different experience when
it
you're
is.
playing it with
That's
the
what I
VR.
hear too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm gonna wait till the VR drops again. I'm not gonna.
Yes.
I'm not gonna pay $400.
Ooh,
I'm gonna wait.
Oculus and dropped their
price,
their
yeah.
price by $100.
So it's still
It's,
expensive.
500
Still
now, right?
expensive, yeah. It's
Still expensive.
$500
Yeah.
exactly. It's still expensive.
That's a console,
unfortunately.
man.
Yeah,
I'll get a
yeah.
Scorpio.
I get a Scorpio with that for sure.
Yeah.
You mean you're gonna put a down payment on a Scorpio?
Ah,
Oh,
and with that,
That's a first payment of 3.
exactly.
3 easy payments of $499.99. Does not include shipping and handling.
All right, guys, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back. If you don't know, if you haven't heard the beginning of this show, I mean,
Yeah, there's only one thing that we're going to be talking about.
we're just going to be talking about Horizon Zero Dawn. That's right. That's right.
Let's
Jinx.
not kid ourselves. That is the hot topic of the week.
Yes.
I mean, forget about the fact that Nintendo
Yeah.
just released a console
I know.
today.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's probably why I forgot. Like, because the news item was in there, but I wasn't even thinking
That
about
was
it.
going to be
forget.
my subject, but I've already been accused of beating a dead horse.
What, the Switch?
Yes.
That was going to be your subject?
No.
Oh, okay. So,
And the
guys,
thing
yes.
is, even though because Horizon got some good scores, right?
Yes. mhm.
I would
They're
say.
not. They're not getting 10s like
No.
like but
No,
to me,
but they're
I,
high.
I still think, to me,
Uh-huh.
it's still overshadowing a little bit
Oh, yeah.
to the Switch
Yeah.
and Zelda.
I think it is
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Yeah.
We'll see see the ultimate numbers and see how, if anything, is cannibalized at all from each other. Because it's in the end, it can also you may have some people who go, especially Wii U owners who go, yeah, I'm not going to spend $60 on that because I'm going to spend $60 on
Horizon.
Zelda.
On
On Zelda, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Because you're a
yeah,
Wii U
yeah,
owner,
yeah.
so you can just play it on the Wii U, like you, right?
Right.
You have it on the Wii U. Oh, you have.
I
a
will
Wii U?
get it. I will get it
Dude,
later.
have you
in
seen
the Wii.
the have you seen the comparison shots from the Wii U version versus the Switch version of
They
Zelda?
weren't that different.
They weren't different at
They
all.
weren't that different.
They're pretty much identical, yeah.
The resolution is higher, but when you see them
But
side by side,
nothing-
gameplay wise,
yeah.
dude, it looks identical.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a huge jump at all. It
No,
really is.
so if you have
Yeah,
a Wii U,
I was reading
what
the
are you
Game
waiting for?
Informer magazine, and they were saying there's not that much different unless you're really nitpicking. But there's
Well,
not that much
if you're
difference.
counting pixels, yeah, you're gonna have more.
If you're counting
pixels.
pixels, then you're not playing games for
Yeah,
the
you're
right
not
reason.
playing. You're not playing exactly. You're not playing with the right
on my-
console. Either.
I like the Wii. It was just they didn't have the games for it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I love the fact that I'm telling my son, listen, you play on the pad. I'm gonna be playing my PS4, and
That's
he's
awesome.
like,
Good
okay,
to go, yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Horizon.
Oh yeah. Speaking of cannibalizing,
Yes,
suddenly
So
Zelda's
Zelda-
taking over.
as it should.
Yes, I guess that's true. So we're going to start with our special guest, sir. How
He's
do
gonna
you
be
feel
tired when he get his special. Okay,
I know.
One more. You show yourself one more time, and then you're a regular.
by your next one? Yes,
Oh
yes.
snap! Okay.
As a regular, you're already a member.
Oh, by the way, that's how it works in his house. too.
Yeah.
From that point on, you have to get your own stuff from the fridge.
Yeah, exactly. And also, there's gonna be days that you're gonna be the one bringing the beer. Just joking.
That's okay. We're okay with soda.
That's good. That's good. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, impressions.
all right. So, like I think I told you guys. I don't know if it was you guys or I don't know who I told. I think you guys. Where like my TV is kind of old, right? My TV easy 5 years. I have a Vizio. Pretty still good specs, right?
1080p.
And 1080p,
Oh, then
240
they're
hertz.
fine,
You
yeah.
know, so
That's fine.
when I put the game and I saw that first, just the image of the world, I was like, wow.
Yeah, it's good.
I know I don't have the Pro. I know I don't have a 4K TV, but this thing looks gorgeous.
Yeah. I can't even imagine if it looks
Yeah.
better.
Makes
I
me
can't
wonder,
imagine.
yeah, because it supports HDR and it supports 4K.
Right.
So, I
Well,
can
and
only imagine.
that's the thing. Our PS4s has the HDR because they updated that to us. So
You just need
I
HDR TV.
saw, I think it was Tomb Raider. They were comparing HDR, 4K, and then 1080p. And to be honest with you, HDR looked better than 4K.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. The HDR.
I'm like,
High
okay,
dynamic range, yeah.
then I don't need a Pro. I'm good
Yeah.
with that
Yeah.
because it looked
You
awesome.
just need an HDR TV.
I just need
Yeah.
a TV, which I think I'm gonna pull the.
That's gonna be the next
I
one,
think
yeah.
I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I'm
why
gonna do
not?
it.
Yeah.
When I went to Best Buy to get my kids' game, first thing I did was stop at the TVs, and I have been wanting a Samsung TV. I have always been wanting a Samsung TV.
Yeah.
Alex got the model, which I'm gonna get. He got it, I think, a 49-inch TV. I'm gonna go 60. So.
There's gonna be the house TV then.
Yeah. So I was like, man, I was thinking about Horizon, and that was Tuesday. I'm like,
yeah.
man, this thing has to look really good on this TV. And then outside of mine, in the texture of the snow, the trees. I mean, when the wind
rain,
moving,
yeah.
I was like,
Oh,
oh my
the
god,
what is it? The grass,
Yeah.
the tall grass that you hide in.
Well,
yeah.
yesterday I was playing before. When spoilers here, I had to talk to the father, right? I had to talk to the father, and it was
Let
windy.
me real quick just throw a line out there. We are going to first off.
Spoil the crap out of it.
No.
We're
We're
ready
going
to
to
beat the
spo-
game.
We're going to speak fairly openly, but not to the point of like
Giving the
major
story.
spoilers.
Right.
But fairly openly, I'm about 6 hours into the game. What are you in?
I got to the point where all I'm gonna say is I went through some gate. I went through a gate.
The main gate.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That's where I stopped.
Yeah,
That's kind of, all right.
I
So
think we should
anything
take it there.
before that,
Yeah.
again, not major spoilers, but
Yeah.
anything before that, we will speak a little
Right.
openly about.
Yeah,
Anything
like
after that, yeah,
like
we'll
what I
say.
did, I couldn't believe this is the. Usually, I try to stay within the line of the story.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, this is the first time that I was like going, oh yeah, I'll help you. Yeah, sure. Let me get this.
Getting all the
let me
side
get
quests.
that.
And,
Yeah, because the thing is, it's pretty to look
Yeah,
at.
it is. It's
really,
beautiful, yeah.
and you're like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna try to get them over there. Let me see what I can get from them. Boom, went there, did whatever I had to do, and that's where I was seeing also the win, and everything was moving. I'm like, wow.
Yeah. It's really.
Wow.
I got to give it to.
Yeah.
I got to give it to Gorilla.
The
I didn't
technology
know.
is there.
I didn't know they had that in them. Not that
Right.
Killzone was bad in any way.
Right.
Anybody play Shadowfall?
Yes. Mhm.
Shadowfall
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
pretty.
it looked pretty good.
That was their
Yeah.
first one that really used a big
Yeah.
selection of color because it was kind of
Yeah, 'cause
sepia back in the day.
I remember
Brown.
they I think I saw a video where they were talking about Shadowfall, and then I saw the video when they were going into the city, and I'm like, wow, I forgot how really good it looked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, yeah,
Yeah, it did. It
so
looked good.
now, obviously, the technology has gotten better and is gorgeous. The story hooked me from the first time. I'm like, all right, they started really good. There was a few things that I was like, they could do, like the dialogue when they're talking between characters. Like if Naughty Dog would have done this,
Yes.
if Naughty Dog would have done this,
Not only
like
the facial animations,
yeah, the acting,
but the acting
Yeah.
and the voice acting.
not all of them, because there were certain
Yeah, some of them
certain
look good,
ones
yeah.
that they I'm like, yeah, I like it, they're doing good, but some are like monotone.
Yes,
like
absolutely.
blah 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 blah, blah 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 blah. I'm like, but I'm overseeing that. Like I really don't care because the story is really
got you,
good.
yeah.
The going into exploring is again is good. So that to me, that was the only negative to me. And I'm not really picky. I would say picky. So I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the game.
What about you, Mr. Dreamy Twister?
I have been enjoying the game quite a bit. It is a technological marvel to see this world realized in full, solid, never winds down, 30 frames per second with amazing frame pacing. Well, as you know, frame pacing is gonna be how the game feels. The fluidity. You can have solid 30 frames per second graphics. And have the motion feel still jerky.
Stilted, yeah.
Yeah, it's tilted. Yeah, not with this one. Everything's very smooth, very nice. The heroine, you control her very, very fluidly throughout the world.
Yeah.
That said, the game so far, I'm gonna be a little picky in the sense of, well, this game's getting super high reviews. It's almost the second coming on at least this year so far. And I'm hearing comparisons to Witcher 3 and stuff like that. And those are games that I consider they're held in very high regard. So I mean, the game's a must buy, no doubt about it. That said, the story hasn't grabbed me a lot just yet, but I think it's because I'm kind of early into it. I probably also like 6 hours in, and it does seem like it's gonna develop further. Perhaps we could have a spoiler cast at one point when we all have beaten the game, but so far, good impressions. The facial animation, it's not good.
Right.
I don't think it's great. I don't think it's good. I think it's kind of meh because, and I think I took a couple of screenshots. Characters, when they do like this, this is horrible for podcast, but basically they're it seems like they're looking at you through rolled eyes, at the top of their heads.
Oh yeah, whenever for some reason their head kind of goes down.
Yeah.
Like the animation of the characters that kind of look down, but they're not looking down because it's been programmed for the eyes to look forward. Yeah, and
So it kind of looks like they're eye rolling you.
Like having a little seizure.
The lip syncing is pretty bad also.
I haven't noticed that. Like I haven't.
See,
noticed
when
that
when
bad.
everything else is so high def, the definition is so good, those
See, but the
things
thing
are
is,
jarring.
I think your mentality is already in quality control.
no, yeah, definitely, it is very technical. It is very technical.
I know
yes.
what he means because I used
agree.
to work at a company. I did quality control for monitors. We used to fix monitors, and like if I can see a dead pixel, like
Yeah.
and even though to anybody else
You may not even notice it.
you might, but to me I see it and it bothers me, and I
Yeah,
know where you're
it
coming
is.
from.
It is very technical, and I'm sorry. It probably comes from
See,
the fact
now
that
I'm gonna
also
see
I'm
that.
playing. I'm playing
No,
PC
thank
games
you.
also.
Thank you, David.
So
Now I'm
I'm
gonna
thinking. Now you're gonna notice. Yeah, I ruined it for you. You know, if you want me to
I'm
continue
gonna
to
throw it
ruin
away,
it,
man.
you know the rain effects and the snow effects and the sun, and it looks magnificent. The transitions are terrible. It goes, and I also have video proof of this. I was thinking of
I took
posting.
it too, yeah.
It was dark as it was night. It was night. I'm moving my character around, and next thing I know, it's like midday.
Wow.
It's like same thing with rain. It is raining, and this thing is it's dry and sunny.
like Back to the Future. 3, 2, oh man.
Yeah. I'm thinking, bro. I mean, is this? I guess this takes effect in Florida, maybe.
Hey, probably.
It could be, yeah.
It could be the world is, Central Florida.
We don't know that yet.
That's the big reveal.
Well, do you see all the legs in the mountains are roller coasters?
Dude, it is. I mean, but if you feel it's those are nitpicks. Honestly, at the end of the day, the game it's there. It's wonderful.
It's there.
Well, it's. I was gonna say,
But those are things that I think because of the story and the gameplay, it's so much fun.
The gameplay is
you
fun.
You know what? I don't care. Let me keep going.
However, I kind of feel like I played this game already.
Yeah.
When Rise of the Tomb Raider had very similar gameplay mechanics to this one, like very similar. Now, a point that someone else made to me, which I think is very, very fair, is that this game has also elements of The Witcher, and there will be nothing wrong with saying, "Hey, this game combined the best elements of Rise of the Tomb Raider with the best elements or some good elements from Witcher," because I think the story is the best element. We still can't pass judgment.
On this one, we can.
On this one.
But The Witcher 3,
The Witcher
yeah.
3, yeah, from what I heard. So, and combine them. And that's good and all. But I didn't finish The Witcher because the story wasn't grabbing me at first. And Rise of the Tomb Raider, I was playing it and I was like, okay, I'm going to beat this game because it looks beautiful. It looks amazing. But the story was kind of meh also.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the second one.
Yeah, the second one.
Yeah. That's the same thing with me. Like, it's like, man, it's going too slow. Like,
Yeah.
the story is going slow.
Yeah.
I'm liking the gameplay.
Yeah. The gameplay was
But,
amazing.
I was playing Tomb Raider. Horizon came out. Yep. You know, put Tomb Raider to the back. I'm like,
and you're like
done
killing
with
everybody
Horizon.
like an expert bow and arrow because you already been training with Lara
But
Croft,
with the
of course.
story, without spoiling, have you done everything? Like, do you go to the ruins?
Yes, I'm also not a big fan of the design of the character. I'm not a
Okay.
big fan of.
Well, because there were things, audios, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah. You
like-
can see. Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
want to
oh.
know what happened here. You
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
I know what you say.
Yeah.
You definitely want to know what happens here. It's like, I mean, this is no spoiler. It does show in the world. There's buildings and robotic animals
who
and
made
stuff like
them?
that. Exactly.
Yeah,
who
who
made
made
it? Where did it come from? What happened in this
Yeah.
world?
And they're,
so
like, really
yeah, I'm
high-tech
dying to
robots.
find out.
And this world is Earth. Well,
And this world is sorry.
definitely
Yeah,
Earth,
I mean, we already established Central Florida.
so far.
So
No, it's on the box.
Okay.
Earth. Yeah, it's on the box. Yeah. This is Earth.
So yeah, that's I think it's solid 8 right now for me. Solid 8.
Well, I mean, for me, honestly, I can see some of the nitpicks. The lip syncing didn't really bother me, mostly because I play games with even worse lip syncing.
That's true.
Fallout 4 says hello. All right. So does
That's how
And
Bethesda.
Fallout
yeah.
is a huge game. Like,
It's
it's
a
a
huge game,
huge game.
I
so
wasn't
does-
expecting much from.
So does a game like Life is Strange, which I think is an amazing game.
Amazing
but it
story.
had some of the worst lip syncing,
Yes.
Really?
if it had any. Right. So that being said, I honestly didn't really notice it. Playing through it, I am absolutely enthralled with this game. I am just.
I knew you were going to use that word exactly.
I am so into this freaking game. All I want to do is, honestly.
He doesn't even want to do the podcast. Yes. He just wants us out of here
honestly,
so he can play.
We left work going, I'm going to go home and play. No, shit, there's a podcast to do. So all I know is it's got me. The story had me from the beginning. I love it's the little things that always gets me. Yeah. That's what I always notice. One of the things is, and this is pretty early on, okay, I guess I can't even mention. But the point is, there's a montage scene that brings you from when from earlier times in her life to when she you can say okay. So basically, she starts off as a little girl. Usually, in most games, they will go from that little girl and then it fade to black and it comes back and it says 10 years later or something like that. It didn't do that here. Now it gave it the I compared it to. Tarzan, the animated Disney Tarzan, where little by little he was getting better, or even Mulan, when she was getting better, and then she finally became the warrior that she is. Yes, and you see this in this little montage, and I appreciate it. I know it's a cutscene, what I mean, but I appreciate it because while you weren't there for the whole 10 years that this montage is taking place, you get to at least see the development, of her, and I was like, I appreciated that. I love the little things of the when she mounts the steeds and she jumps off the back. She has this little swing that comes off. She just it's an awesome little twist, and she doesn't do it all the time. She does depending on how you try to dismount. When she's hanging off a cliff. And she's hanging there for too long. She'll take one arm off and shake it off like this, and then she'll put the other on. Details, I'm like, it's those little insignificant details. You go, oh my God, this is a passion project for Guerrilla, and you can. I learned recently that this was pitched to Sony 7 years ago.
Yeah, and they said no at that time.
They were at that time they weren't able to do it because they said the technology. We don't have the technology to do that.
Oh wow!
So
7 years ago, so PS3.
So in a way, I'm glad
that was mid PS3. That was mid PS3.
In a way, I'm glad they didn't do it.
Yeah, I agree because they probably would have fell short. Yeah. I'm enjoying the story. I'm enjoying everything about this world. I want more. Yes, I do see the time kind of pass by, not quickly, but a little faster than The Witcher, for instance.
You're talking about the transitions?
Yeah, the transitions from night to rain.
They are fast. They are like literally within a second. You're a second and a half. It's night, and then later on it's day.
I did. There's a trial part that shortly after it coming out, you do this trial. It went to night, and it happened over a cutscene. So I guess maybe it didn't, happen that quick. But it happened literally, like it was dusk beginning the cutscene. Do the cutscene. It's night. But you look up, I don't know about you, but I look up and you can see it's twilight. It's not dark yet. Yeah. It's still twilight. So I'm like, I can see that there is still some work being put into, the transition. I really freaking love this game.
This is their, even though they have made games before, but something different. I mean, they had
Killzone. The Killzone series always looked amazing,
right?
So they know how to do tech right.
Yeah, but this is. I mean, it's one thing to go from a shooter, okay, which is corridor shooter, right? And now you're going to an open world. You're literally going from one genre to another, and even I was like, ooh, I don't know if they're gonna pull this off.
But even though it's not perfect, but like this is a great first step.
Yeah,
they're
it's still a great
learn.
game.
Yeah.
It's nothing short of great.
Right.
It's not amazing. I do see the comparisons.
It's no Zelda.
I didn't play. Rise of the Tomb Raider, so I don't have a way of comparing it to Rise of the Tomb Raider. But I did play the first Tomb Raider, and I can see. All right, well, there's a heroine with a bow and arrow, whatever. I get that. But I do see the connections to The Witcher, the open world, the cities that you visit, and the people within it, and everything. The way she interacts with, the way you interact with everybody, the crafting, all the little items that you get. You know what I'm saying? You can these little, herbs and stuff that you would in The Witcher you would put together to make a potion, to make an oil or something that you would use for this, and you can use that and sell it if you have too many of them, or sell it to make something else.
Yeah, no, I got to the point with her that I forgot what it was, but I had too many. I had too many. I'm like,
make your pockets bigger.
I have to start doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, you can also exactly.
But that's it. I was kind of I was kind of hoping that this game will have like a looting system, like a loot system, and all it does so far is just give you the materials to go buy. You know, either upgrade your current, whatever you're wearing, your current outfit, or go buy a new one instead of you going and opening something and there is a brand new bow and arrow. Who knows? Maybe he does that later on, but so early in the game.
Perhaps, but I don't think they're going to.
One thing
at this point, you would have
noticed,
seen it.
to me, I mean, I don't know, maybe David has a different opinion, but the AI is pretty good. Like those,
that's pretty good. Yeah.
The what are the ones that look like raptors? What are they called?
Watchers?
The Watchers.
Watchers?
The one that look like the
Raptors,
bigger
yeah.
one.
The
Watchers.
with the eye.
With the eye. Okay, yeah.
The ones that protect the herds.
Yeah. So those, once like I was using the strapper, right, and I threw it kind of close to them, but not too close because I'm waiting for them to run at me. And they're just standing there.
Just gone. Yeah. Oh.
No, they're standing there like, nope, we're not gonna get to you. We're gonna shoot you from here.
Yeah. Oh.
I was like, wow.
Yeah. It's the so far the aspect that I love a lot, most of it is the taking down of the creatures.
Yeah.
Like I was telling you before, the Watchers, like the whole thing is to try to sneak up on them so they don't see you or take them out, in the eye from a distance.
Yeah.
Not me. I'm like, I found out later you said you get a stealth bonus, whatever, and maybe I'll do stealth more often. But now I'm walking up to them with stick in hand.
Yeah, he goes all out. He's ready to brawl.
The moment they leap, I just leap out of the way and slap them around.
I've been hitting.
I'm like usually in the behind the bush, like come over here. Yeah. Oh yeah, now I go in and stab you, and you get a little extra stealth bonus.
Yeah,
I had the fighting is probably my favorite part of it. Has anybody encountered any silliness, any bugs, or anything like that?
Not bugs, but I do have a nitpick. My only nitpick is auto targeting. Or lock on.
Oh, lock on.
I don't know if there is one. I know when you use the what do you call that? When you use the focus.
Oh, the focus.
When you use the focus and it comes out there, there's a way of tagging one of the things. Now, once you tag them for some time, you're able to, it'll follow them. But if you swing at somebody else or if you get hit, suddenly it locks.
Yeah, it does.
You
I don't think it's meant to have. That's why. Yeah, I don't think
so
it's
I'm
meant
like,
to have
that's a little bit of a downer because I mean, when you're in an open world and you're especially when you're in a fight with more than one creature, you kind of want to be able to see who's coming at you.
That could abuse the bow and arrow gameplay mechanic then, because then suddenly it's very easy then to hit them.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
I was thinking more of the.
But it's not that hard. I haven't noticed using, even though I don't have a lock on feature.
No,
but
I haven't.
It's not that
missed
bad.
it. Not on this particular
Like it hasn't
game.
been like annoying or
it hasn't been detrimental at all.
It's too difficult because it doesn't have that.
No.
The bow and arrow, because bow and arrow I'm all right with using. It was really literally when there was more than one of them, or there's a big one.
You didn't find the shotgun?
The shotgun, the BFG. You didn't find the BFG, bro?
No,
bro, that's the best weapon.
I have not unearthed the BFG yet.
Oh yeah, just go to one of those ruins. You're gonna find the BFG.
Yeah. Even though I saw there's gonna be weapons, but obviously that's probably down the future.
That's probably what I want because I don't like that bow and arrow.
I saw a clip where she had a huge cannon like.
Oh yeah, she grabbed. Yeah, she got us a minigun.
I did that.
Yeah.
There was again. This is kind of a spoiler. In the there's a section where they get attacked, and one of them has this what looks like a huge rail gun.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, at that point I was just like, yes, yes, they actually are like, no, this still exists. This is Earth. You know what I mean? And so I take out that dude, like I'm hiding behind like a pillar and just peeking out and hitting him with the arrow in the head. And when he drops it, I go grab that gun and I just lay around, just take down. I was like, yeah,
I killed everybody, and then I go to grab the minigun for the next wave, and then it cuts to a cutscene. I'm like, damn it,
not me.
It's raining meteors, right?
As soon as it dropped. By the way, I also like the fact that the enemies are there. They're dead on the floor. They don't disappear. None of that disappearing shit.
No, none of that crap.
Yeah.
The game the first time I did the opening sequence, and then you're ready, and then it has this ominous, beautiful music. You're encountering the world.
Is pretty good.
Soundtrack, and then it cut like like
A hard cut.
that, like
Yeah.
a hard cut there, and suddenly
But
there's
it's
nothing.
on Spotify now, so if you want to,
No,
Just have it playing in the
no, I
background.
mean like you play. I play in the background. I should do that. Yeah, because it took me out so much that I was like, no, I'm reloading this shit. I'm starting. I'm gonna see the whole cutscene again, and I'm gonna go into it. There was another one where I wanted to fast travel to the part a part close to the beginning area that is I think the mother's embrace
Cradle or
mother cradle,
yeah,
whatever. And you know, the first time you leave that area, obviously, you know, they open the door so you can leave. Well, when I spawn back, I kind of spawn inside the base, and I guess the game doesn't want you to go back to that area
to the like their house.
to
Okay.
the
I wanna
actual
say
city.
it's either Mother's Embrace, no, Mother's Cradle, or Mother's Watch. Mother's Watch is where you woke up from.
No, there's one of those. It's one of those. It's the main. It's
Okay,
what
one of
will be
those
the main city. Yeah, I think it's Mother's
Oh,
Embrace,
so then
yeah.
Mother's Heart.
Mother's Heart. There you go. So when I, as soon as I spawn inside, the game closes the door on me while I'm
Really?
inside, and you hear the NPCs being like, you know, by order of so and so, you're not allowed to come back. And I'm
Oh.
like, but I'm inside. So you know that you're meant to not be able to go back by walking, but because I spawn inside, now I'm trapped.
Oh, wow.
Now I can't. You know, I try to talk to the NPCs that are inside. Everybody's ignoring me because I don't get the prompt to talk to anyone. So and I'm just running around in circles trying to get out of this place.
So how you get out?
At the end, well, I had to
Reset?
I was thinking of reloading, but then I was going to reload me back on that area. So I had to waste one of the
Fast travel.
one of the fast
Oh,
travels.
yeah.
So
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
oh, great.
I was gonna fast travel, and like, oh, you're gonna have to use one of, I forgot what it was.
I don't fast travel. I just don't.
No, I didn't. I'm like, no, I don't want to waste
every
that.
Every now and then.
I mean, I guess maybe in the later game,
Yeah.
like The Witcher, I never fast travel, which probably would took me so long.
That explains it.
Because I was always on Roach.
This world is huge. So
Yes. By the way, did you span back on the map and like take a good look at the map?
it is. It,
Not
it
yet,
looks
no.
like it's going to take you forever.
It's-
No, because I did
Huge.
a little bit, and I'm guessing because I didn't go through the gate yet, so I don't think, because it was cloudy, like it had clouds.
Yeah, but you can still zoom out.
You can okay.
see the whole thing. It is
I saw some clouds. I'm
huge.
like, all right, it's probably clouded where
It
I
is
can't see it
huge,
yet.
yeah. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah,
And
I heard it was
that
a
little
pretty-
area is pretty
I
big.
heard it was
yeah.
pretty big.
Yeah. Some thoughts here from some guys in the group. Giovanni, our very own Mr. Giovanni from Nivel Escondido. He says, slightly disappointed on several aspects, but so far, overall, I give it an 8 out of 10. So
All right.
he's kind of in the same
Yeah.
boat with you are.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I would say.
I think I wouldn't go higher than a 9. You know what
Right.
I mean? I think
I wouldn't go. I wouldn't call it perfect game.
Yeah,
No.
yeah,
It's not The Legend of Zelda. I mean, let's be real.
No, but I think 8.5.
It's not The Witcher. Yeah,
yeah.
it's not The
8.5
Witcher.
is still a great score.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's also an 8.5. I think that's a
But it's a
must
solid,
buy.
it's a
Yeah,
good-
good solid.
like,
Well,
Is it
here's the
good?
thing. I like after I've been playing. I was playing Neo before this, and I'm already starting to feel like I kind of want to go back to it, and
Neo?
that's not a good feeling, especially on a brand new game that everybody's playing at the same time, which you should have the allure, the emotion of, oh yeah, let's get competitive, and I'm already starting to
You
feel
wanna go back
like
to Neo?
I think
Not
I'm
me.
done.
Yeah, me either. I don't want to play anything else.
Yeah.
The Nier Automata comes out next week, and I'm like, even if I bought it,
dude.
it would sit shrink wrap there.
That is another game that looks fantastic and is reviewed very well. So I'm like, man,
how is it? What
PlayStation
type-
is
what type of game
killing
is
it.
It's a game from Platinum Games. It's it's almost like a Bayonetta, but
Okay.
not
Yeah, the
as
Mikasa
flashy.
Bayonetta?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and not as flashy as Bayonetta.
Well, yeah, it's almost.
Not as flashy. I mean, there's no demon heads popping out of a freaking portal.
You want to check this game? You want to check this videos again?
I did. There was no demon head. There were some
Okay,
robots.
maybe not on this part. All right.
So yes. Let's see, Mr. Ramiro. He says better than I expected. Actually, I stay away from reviews. That way, I wouldn't get overhyped. By just looking at the
That was a
scores.
great idea, Ramiro.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, really enjoying it so far. If I'm not mistaken, it's Guerrilla's first attempt at an RPG, and I think it's damn good.
Yep.
And
Yeah, they nailed it.
yeah, I agree 100% on that. Chackrod agrees with Giovanni. That's about an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. And I think that's all I have. I don't know if anybody else.
Yeah, and that's
chiming
what
in.
I was saying. This is their first game of this type, right?
Yeah, of this magnitude.
And
yeah.
to me, they did a great job.
Yeah.
So now there's like, okay, so now we know what we need to fix. And oh man,
The next one
The
is gonna
next
be
one?
like
Ah.
ridiculous. Yeah.
So that begs the question. I mean, we haven't even finished this one, or we're not probably even close at this point.
we're talking about the next one.
But what would you want out of a? I mean, what would you want them to?
To me,
To bring-
Fix
it's
the
the
facial
acting.
animation.
Yeah, the acting.
I mean, that's
dialogue.
technology. They should be able to fix it then.
Yeah, but to me, you had The Last of Us on PS3,
Yeah,
Yes.
and look at the acting.
Yep.
The facial expression.
I know. Hell, even The Last of Us on PS4.
Right.
Yeah, I mean that looked
You know,
even
so
more amazing.
I mean, but still, let's talk about the PS3.
PS3.
You know, at that time,
I
look what they
agree.
were able to do. So you tell me, coming into the PS4, you didn't have access to that type of
True.
technology.
True.
I mean,
know,
there's
so-
different engines, so I can sort of understand.
Yeah, but still,
But
One
they could
and
have
two,
done a
it's,
little bit
that's
better.
still Last of Us is still sort of a corridor thing. It's not open world, so there's a lot of assets and a lot of things going on in the background that maybe they just said, let's not, overdo it and
I think even the voice acting, like he brought up a good point. The voice
voice acting.
acting, there's a lot of it that felt monotone.
something else I wanted to say for the character itself. First off, I call her Alloy.
yeah.
Okay, because
Instead of Aloy.
yes,
Like
I don't
Aloy.
like Aloy. I don't like the name Aloy. I don't know why they decided to call. Why just say Alloy? Obviously, this is meant to be a
Aloe
play on
vera.
Alloy.
Alloy, metal.
Yeah, exactly. It's meant to be a play
Metal,
on the
yeah.
name. So, for whatever reason, they went with Aloy. But I absolutely love this character. I really
I do not at all.
I do.
I don't even like the.
fact-
I don't even like the person that they casted for it, which was the same one that they used for in Life is Strange. Zoe,
Chloe.
Chloe, yeah, in Life is Strange. That one, Tiny Tina on Borderlands 2, which was kind of annoying. I mean, she was funny, but kind of annoying.
To me,
I'm all right with
I
the
think
voice.
It's just
I did
the,
not like
I
the voice acting
absolutely
they
at
need
all.
to
love-
put more emotion on.
Yeah.
what
Well, they
we're
need to
talking.
put motion on the
Yeah,
character,
right?
but the character animation,
Right, so, yeah.
But I like the fact that the overall picture of
I
the,
did
of
not
the
like the
character.
dad also.
That's not a dad.
No. That's the father figure,
Yeah, the
basically.
father, yeah.
Where he's like, he's caring for this child for the longest time, and he's like saving her and all that. And then, now you gotta go to this proving, and no matter what happens, I'm not gonna help you. You're on your own. If you die, you could die. I'm like, well, that's
Hello.
kind of messed up.
That's not messed up.
Yeah, it is messed up.
That's
It's not
how
supposed to
that's
be
how you
protective
learn,
for
bro.
instance.
That's how you. Hello, if you're gonna be hunting these animals, or you're gonna be surviving, because people die all the time from this, right?
If this is how you're gonna teach your children. You're really in social services real quick.
This, my friend, is a different society than we live in.
Oh,
right
okay,
now.
yeah, this is a
Okay?
tribal
exactly.
society.
So
Yeah.
yes,
At one point, you just stop caring.
If your
It's not that
feelings,
you stop
if your
caring.
feelings get offended, that's too bad.
yeah,
Grow up, man up.
yeah. But the fact that she's not over sexualized.
Right.
Yeah, I like that. I like
she,
that.
She's presented in a way where it's very Mulan-like. Actually,
Yeah.
very, very Mulan-like. It's like, I don't know if did you ever see Disney Mulan?
No, but I know who Mulan is.
Yeah,
You
so
haven't
it's.
seen Rocky 1.
I know.
What?
You haven't seen Rocky 1.
Really? We're gonna talk about this? I don't know.
I still got
Really?
that still bothers me.
It's not just him.
We'll talk outside.
It
It's
still
not just
bothers
him.
me.
Did Conrad ever come to you at the job about this?
Yeah, he did.
Who, Comrade? Yeah.
Because I was sitting with him and I was sidebar here.
This
I was
is, yeah,
sitting
this
with
is outside the
outside
podcast.
the hot topic, but Mr. Santos hasn't seen Rocky.
Rocky. I think we
any of
mentioned
them,
this.
yes.
No, what do you mean any of that? I saw 4, I saw 5, and I saw Apollo.
No, but you
Have you
have
seen
to.
Apollo? No, thank you.
You have to see the first one. It's just
Creed,
the story,
by the way.
man.
Apollo Creed.
It's just
Whatever.
that was his first Oscar, right? Like, I mean,
The
for
first one,
yeah.
yeah.
So it's a good
amazing.
movie. It's not like the later movies they're still good, right? Because of the whole Rocky thing. But that first one is just the story where he comes from is really good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
So Horizon.
So, yes. So overall, obviously,
Mulan.
we all freaking like it.
Mulan.
Mulan, also known as Mulan. We all freaking like this game. If you own a PlayStation 4, freaking buy this game. What the hell? Why would you not buy this game? Let's be real.
If you're a carhead, I will say you can
Still.
skip on this one.
Still, Gomez is a cop.
If you own an Xbox.
I don't think this is a game Gomez is going to want to play.
I don't think he's it, but he's
Who?
considering it.
Who?
Yeah, I know.
David Gomez.
Yeah.
Well,
There's people. I mean, this is an RPG.
Yes.
So if you
well,
don't like
let him
RPG,
borrow it.
Oh yeah, I will let him borrow it. Yeah, of course. The
Let him borrow a digital version of it. I'll let him borrow it. But no, it's really good if you're into this type of thing. Definitely, obviously, everybody knows it's not as long as dense as The Witcher. But if you are all interested in The Witcher, this is a a nice, perfect intro size to that type of game. Anything else you guys want to say on the game?
Buy it.
Yeah, I was saying even people that own the Xbox, hey, I mean, even if you don't want to buy the PS4,
no, if you buy it, if you own an Xbox, don't buy it. Please. You're gonna be disappointed.
No, but I'm saying, you're gonna be
very disappointed when you can't.
Maybe get a friend that after they beat it, hey, let me borrow your PS4 and
there you go.
let me play it.
Exactly, yeah.
It goes back to like when The Last of Us came out.
Yes.
I'm like, I don't care if you're a hardcore Xbox fan.
That's different.
You have to play.
I
this
will
game.
say yes. I would say lend your system. Whatever you need for The Last of Us. Yes. For this one, I don't know if I go that far.
Still say I would still say.
I'm saying borrow it. I mean, you could borrow it. It's
just to give it a shot. I still think it's a great game. 8.5. I give it 8.5.
Yeah.
8 from Mr. Santos.
Yeah, 8.5.
8.5 from Mr. Infante. There you go. And we're only 6 hours in.
Yeah.
I know. Who knows?
We have different opinions.
Yeah, exactly.
We had very different opinions.
What?
Yeah,
Next week we'll be here, and you're like, you know what? I give it a 10.
It's the best game. I mean, this is
forget Zelda.
This is Zelda levels of awesome.
Forget Zelda.
That's hilarious. And then the week after that, it's more of a 9.
You know what? Yeah, we're right.
You know me. I'm either too hot or too cold. Black and white.
I love it. All right, guys. So that brings us to the end of episode 45 of GG's The Mouthful. As always, please, if you're listening to this on iTunes or on Google Play, subscribe to the podcast. Leave us your comments on iTunes. Leave us your reviews. Tell us what you love. Tell us what you don't love. But focus more on what you do love, because we're positive people here.
Yes.
And of course, if you're on YouTube, enjoy it, and please subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. This is Arnaldo, aka Mad Dog, signing off for this week. Mr. Santos, do you have anything else for us?
Buy it.
Just buy it.
Just buy it.
Just freaking buy it. Mr. Infante, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Will you be joining us again?
Yeah, next Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Love it.
We got it. We got to record it.
Yes, I know. Now it's etched in stone.
To deliver. Yeah.
Anything else for us?
No.
All right.
Enjoy the section. It was really good.
We'll see you guys next week. GG!
GG every day.